Have you ever felt like you're just coasting? You're doing okay? Life is good, but you know deep down there's another level you could reach? A great version of yourself that's just waiting to be unlocked. You're not alone. So many of us get comfortable in the good enough zone. But what if I told you that the bridge from good to great isn't some giant, impossible leap? It's built brick by brick, with small, consistent habits. And today, we're going to become master builders. We're going to explore some powerful, yet simple, habit hacks that can fundamentally transform your life. It's not about a complete overhaul overnight. It's about smart, strategic changes that create massive ripple effects. So, if you're ready to stop settling for good and start striving for great, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. First, let's bust a myth. The idea that you need superhuman willpower to build good habits is just not true. Relying on willpower is like trying to hold your breath for a long time. You can do it for a bit, but eventually, you'll give in. The secret is to make your desired habits so easy and automatic that willpower becomes almost irrelevant. James Clear, in his amazing book Atomic Habits, calls this designing your environment for success. Want to drink more water? Don't just tell yourself you will. Place a water bottle on your nightstand, on your desk, in your car. Make it the most convenient choice. Want to read more? Leave a book on your pillow. Want to eat healthier? Don't buy the junk food in the first place. The opposite is also true. Make bad habits harder to do. Unplug the TV after you watch it. Hide the cookies on the highest shelf. Delete distracting apps from your phone's home screen. By adding a little bit of friction to bad habits and removing it from good ones, you're no longer fighting an uphill battle. You're working with your natural laziness, not against it. It's a game changer. Next up is a concept I absolutely love: habit stacking. This is where you link a new habit you want to form with an existing habit you already do automatically. Your brain loves patterns, and this technique creates a powerful neurological link. For example, instead of just saying I want to meditate, which is vague, you could say, after I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 1 minute. Pouring your coffee is the anchor, the existing habit. The meditation is the new one you're stacking on top. Think about your daily routine. What are the things you do without even thinking? Waking up, brushing your teeth, making your bed, commuting to work. Each one of these is a potential anchor for a new, positive habit. After I brush my teeth, I will do 10 push-ups. During my commute, I will listen to an educational podcast instead of the radio. When I get home from work, I will immediately change into my workout clothes. Start incredibly small. 1 minute of meditation, 10 push-ups, 1 page of a book. The goal isn't to become a Zen master or a bodybuilder on day one. The goal is to show up. Consistency is far more important than intensity when you're starting out. Now, let's talk about the 2-minute rule. This is another gem that helps overcome procrastination and the feeling of being overwhelmed. The rule is simple. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Read before bed becomes read 1 page. Do 30 minutes of yoga becomes take out my yoga mat. Clean the kitchen becomes wipe down 1 counter. Why does this work so well? Because a habit must be established before it can be improved. This rule makes it almost impossible to say no. Yuente argue that you don't have time to read 1 page, or that you read too tired to take out your yoga mat. It's about making the starting ritual the main focus. You're not trying to run a marathon, you're just putting on your running shoes. But what often happens is that once you've started, once you've overcome that initial inertia, it's much easier to continue. Reading 1 page often turns into 10. Taking out the yoga mat often leads to a full session. The 2-minute rule isn't the end goal, it's the gateway. It's the little push that gets the boulder rolling down the hill. So, we've made our habits obvious and easy. Now, we need to make them satisfying. Our brains are wired to repeat actions that give us a reward. The problem is that many good habits have delayed rewards. The benefit of working out isn't immediate, it comes weeks or months later. The benefit of saving money isn't felt today. This is where we need to get creative and give ourselves an immediate dose of satisfaction. One of the most effective ways to do this is with a habit tracker. It could be a fancy app, a journal, or just a simple calendar on your wall. Every time you complete your habit, you get to check a box. Don't underestimate the power of that little check mark. It's a visual representation of your progress. It creates a chain of success, and your main goal becomes don't break the chain. It provides instant visual proof that you're putting in the work. This act of tracking is, in itself, a small reward. It feels good to see a line of X's growing longer each day. It proves to yourself that you are the kind of person who shows up. This visual feedback reinforces your new identity and makes you eager to continue. Another powerful hack for making habits stick is to shift your identity. Instead of focusing on what you want to achieve a result, focus on who you want to become an identity. The goal isn't just to run a marathon, it's to become a runner. The goal isn't to write a book, it's to become a writer. See the difference? A runner runs, even when they don't feel like it. A writer writes, even when they're not inspired. When your habits are tied to your identity, you're not just chasing an outcome, you're living out who you are. Every time you perform that habit, you are casting a vote for that new identity. Every time you lace up your shoes and go for a run, you're voting for I am a runner. Every time you say no to an impulse purchase, you're voting for I am a financially responsible person. It's not about being perfect. It's about having your votes for your desired identity outnumber the votes against it. Start by asking yourself, who is the type of person that could achieve what I want to achieve? What would that person do? Then, start taking small actions that align with that identity. Let's also address the inevitable. What happens when you fall off track? Because you will. Everyone does. The difference between people who succeed and people who fail is untaid that the successful ones never mess up. It's that they get back on track quickly. The key is to embrace the rule. Never miss twice. Did you skip your workout today? It happens. Forgive yourself, but make a firm commitment to not miss tomorrow. Did you eat a whole pizza last night? Okay, that's in the past. Make sure your next meal is a healthy one. One mistake is an accident. 2 mistakes is the beginning of a new, negative habit. We think, oh, I blew my diet, so I might as well eat junk for the rest of the week and start again on Monday. This is so destructive. By adopting the never miss twice rule, you contain the damage. You stop a single slip-up from turning into a complete downward spiral. It gives you a clear plan for getting back on your feet and keeps your momentum from completely dying out. Finally, remember the power of patience and the magic of compounding. We live in a world of instant gratification, but meaningful change takes time. Your habits are like investments. On any given day, the change is tiny, almost unnoticeable. You won't see a huge difference after one workout or one healthy meal. But over months and years, these small, consistent efforts compound into remarkable results. Imagine a plane flying from Los Angeles to New York. If the pilot adjusts the heading by just 3.5 degrees to the south, you'll barely notice the change at takeoff. But you'll land in Washington, D.C. instead of New York. Your habits are that 3.5-degree shift. A tiny change in your daily trajectory can lead you to a completely different destination in life. So, trust the process. Fall in love with the boredom of consistency. The work you do today, the 1% improvement, might not feel like much, but it's a vote for your future self. It's a brick in the foundation of the great life you're building. So, to recap, make it obvious by designing your environment. Make it easy by using the 2-minute rule. Make it satisfying by tracking your progress and not breaking the chain. And anchor it all with habit stacking and a shift in your identity. Remember to never miss twice, and most importantly, be patient and trust the compounding effect of your daily efforts. These aren't just tricks. They are fundamental principles of human behavior. By applying them, you're not fighting against your nature. You're working with it. You're building a system that makes success the most likely outcome. The journey from good to great starts now with the very next choice you make. Choose one small habit, just one, and apply these principles today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I truly hope these ideas have sparked something in you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content on personal growth and intentional living. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. What's one habit hack you're going to try first? Let's support each other on this journey. Until next time, keep building.